What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy JD Trades, and I'm back again with another market analysis. As always, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification to get notified whenever I post a new video. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. All right. So last week we talked about how our main target for the week was this weekly high, right? And also working inside of this weekly imbalance. And on the daily time frame, we do have this daily candle here. So pretty much, right? All of the requirements has been hit. As you can see there, inside of the Telegram, I did post this setup here where we had Thursday's high and low. Okay, Thursday's daily high and low, and I mentioned to you guys like, look, eventually I do want to see a rally for Thursday's high and continue pushing to the upside, which is what we did get. So if you guys want more chart analysis, more update, and more other content in general, more trade setups, trade ideas, and many, many more is all provided inside of my free Telegram. Link to the free Telegrams in the description box down below. All right, so now that we've hit into this daily area, right, I'm going to expect some bearishness from the dollar, okay, for now. To be honest, the picture is not clear enough just yet. Okay, I do believe that we can head down a lot lower, potentially down to this 1 hour candle here, and we can see if there is a reaction to the upside. But we just have to monitor what the dollar's doing just early doors for now. Okay, but we are in pretty prime areas where we can look to see a little bit of a retracement. I'm not saying the retracement is going to be a mad one, right? But we can expect to see a little bit of a retracement. If you look at these daily candles since 30th of September, we've had pretty much nothing but bullish candles until Friday close. Okay, so in terms of this week, I kind of want to see a bit of the steam slow down. We might get a bit of a doji play this week, and then maybe potentially to next week we start to tail off and drop lower. But we'll of course see how price wants to play. If we want to take out last week's high, okay, last week's weekly high, and see if from the liquidity resting above those highs being taken, we can get a move down lower. But for the time being, it's like, guys, there's not anything really concrete for us to work with for the time being. So we'll just have to take it easy and just play the market slowly. Okay. Now, on the other end, Euro USD is looking really, really good for this week. This is a potential swing trade that you can take yourself. I have posted inside of the free Telegram. Once again, it's in the description box down below. But yeah, essentially, we're in pretty prime real estate, really prime area where we can get a bit of a bullish price action to take out or the liquidity resting above these highs, which has just been very, low volume, pullbacks and continuation and pullbacks and continuation. So there's a lot of highs resting above here where we can see if market wants to target. But for the time being, I am going to look at Thursday's New York session high. Okay, and we're going to see if we can run to those highs this morning. We do have this 1 hour area inside of here, which can give a little bit of a setup. But again, this is nothing too concrete for the time being. But more of this will be updated inside the Telegram for sure. Next up is on gold. Just a little update, FYI, for gold. This is why you guys need to watch all of these market analysis breakdown videos that I do send to you, because my analysis is always on point. As you can see here, we've seen gold play into this daily imbalance and we've made new all-time highs. If you guys go back to the previous pre-market analysis data, you'll see where I said to you guys, look, we're going to pull down in here and we're going to break new all-time highs, right? We may even touch 3K. Okay, I did mention that last week. As you guys can see, we did have some executions from down here and some take profits up here, which were some trades that I did send out inside of my free Telegram as well. So there's more reason for you guys to drop a subscribe inside the Telegram and also on the YouTube. So far, we are pretty much continuing for gold. There is no setup for gold at the time being. I'm not interested in gold. I did post inside the Telegram that I'm not interested in gold for the foreseeable future. We need to see how high gold really wants to rise, because it's out of here. Okay, it's out of here. That pullback there on the daily, I don't think we're gonna come back to or retrace back to this level for a little while. Next up is on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we had a very nice play out of this daily area here. Okay, which was the initial setup, which I also posted inside of the free Telegram. I know I keep talking about the free Telegram, but guys, the amount of useful information that I provide in the Telegram speaks for itself. Okay, we had a very beautiful play inside of this 50 39,200 level for Bitcoin, and we've just rallied. And for Bitcoin, I kind of do want to see us pull back. The next area that we can potentially look to go long from is going to start at the low of this daily candle, which is 64,700. Okay, but we can also touch down a lot deeper into that daily candle there and look for a move higher. But this was pretty much a weekly setup, and as you guys can see there, it's played out brilliantly. For the time being, of course, we've also hit the fib extension there as well. For the time being, I kind of want to see how we're gonna, build inside this area. We've got liquidity resting above these highs here, okay, before we can look to see if Bitcoin wants to go for all-time highs. But for the time now, we just need to just take it easy, really. We are approaching ever so closely to the end of the year, and you always ask yourself, hey, where did the rest of this year go? Right? We've still got October, November, December is a bit of a slow month, but you still got those key 2 months where you guys can make a difference and make an improvement, whether that's learning or making more profits, joining a course or a mentorship or something like that that's going to benefit you. These are things that are all available to you. So of course, do not sleep on what you guys can do. All right, next up is Euro AED. So with EA, right? There's a couple of pictures, right, for EA. As you guys can see there, we had a brilliant short from here, which again was posted inside of the Telegram. We can see here that we had price retrace back up into this sell area and we dropped off again. Right now we are bouncing inside of this 8 hour candle area here, which is very, very interesting because it's like, look, from here we could definitely rally and take out these two highs here for sure, right? However, if I turn our attention over to the weekly, what I was expecting to see on the weekly was us actually take out 24th of June's weekly low. Okay, that's what I was expecting us to take out when we made this initial drop in September. Now, it is still possible that we can still reach for those lows, right? Now, in order for us to actually start to push up higher and, potentially look at this wick high or this high here, I want to see some liquidity grab to the downside, okay? Of course, you guys don't forget that liquidity is the fuel, okay? It is the petrol needed to move the machine called the market, right? So if we turn our attention over to the 4 hour picture, on the 4 hour picture, we can see we're kind of sitting inside this 4 hour candle, which can give us a bit of fight back to the downside. But I'm yet to see any evidence to, kind of really suggest that this is a pretty decent short move. But for the time being, this is looking pretty bullish. We'll just have to come back to that maybe New York today or London session tomorrow. But we'll definitely be keeping our eyes on that. In other news, we do have Governor Bailey speaking on Tuesday. We got interest rate decision for CAD. Okay, we got crude oil inventories on the Wednesday as usual. We do have Thursday composite manufacturing and services PMI for both the pound and the dollar, with new home sales for the dollar as an extra. With Governor Bailey speaking on Thursday and Saturday, which is very interesting. Okay, we do have a lot of key data coming out for the pound. So we'll definitely see how that kind of progresses throughout most of the week. But for the time being, let's take a quick look at GBP USD. Okay, so GU looks rather interesting. GU still looks bearish for the time being. We have taken out these lows, so pull up, would be pretty decent. We'll definitely have to take a look at the majors this week. EU, GU, E is definitely in a much better area, but we'll definitely have to look across the board. Gold is definitely off the picture for the time being, but if there's a pretty good setup on gold, we can, anticipate. I will not be participating in gold, but I can definitely send you guys some setups or trade ideas if that's what you guys want. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you and how the channel has been growing so far. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Helps the channel grow even further and reach out to more people. And like I said to you guys before, my free Telegram is in the description box down below. And as always, remember theory behind the practice. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Peace.